greetings you all, Team Pamela. How are you? Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Wagwan, jambo, habari gani? All that is for you, my people. I hope you are well. I'm okay here. And I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm grateful, I'm thankful at the same time. Feel free to comment on this channel. Like the video, share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. So now, my people, there is a video which I posted earlier. If you haven't watched it, go and watch. And here we are back again with our other video. It is a reaction channel. We do reactions here. So just feel free, enjoy the show, and relax and feel loved. So now, here we have Mura Seso talking about Uncle Ogutu's wife. She left. We knew that was going to happen because the marriage was not Ogutu's wish. It was Mura Seso who was pushing all this to Uncle Ogutu. This is someone who was used to, or is used to, staying by himself. He doesn't care about being lonely. He loves being lonely. So the young girl left. And I think that was the best thing she would have done. Leaving that man early. Because staying there, maybe she would have gotten herself pregnant. Who knows? And with such a man who is married to liquor, it's not easy. So she left. We are going to hear what Mura Seso is trying to tell us about Uncle Ogutu's wife leaving him, or Ogutu chasing her away. We are going to check on that. First, we are going to go to Poland. We go to Poland and see what this lady is trying to talk about. And we've been tired of seeing Dee Mwango with eggs, collecting eggs, eating eggs. And now she started complaining, oh, I'm tired of being in one place. And we wanted her to start traveling. Even herself, she wanted to start traveling. Now she started traveling. The first day, drama. First day, drama. Imagine this lady or this family. They are so racist. Let me just say that. You look at the brother. The mother prayed for him, for Osio man to come back, because all the value is the color. Instead of the mother praying for the son to get a black woman, she just wants Rosio to come back because they want these colored babies. She's praying for the son or for Rosio mom to come back while Kohera has been crying there for how many years? You con mom, I'm asking you. You are asking Rosio mom to come and think of the people whom she left behind. Those are con mom's words. Think of the people you left behind, the people you used to know. Come and take care of your home. I see Maisha's photos here. Don't you think he also left people whom you used to know there? Koera is there, still talking about you. You never took Mura Seso to the father, and you want Rosio mom to bring Maisha here. You, Kohera, paid dowry, and still you could not take his son back to him. But Mura Seso was living with Rosio mom as just a girlfriend. There's nothing like dowry, so the baby is hers. Even you know that. If you wanted this relationship to work when Mr. Lewis and family were here, maybe you would have given them dowry, at least to claim the baby. Now you're just talking because what are you claiming? Mura Seso talked about Kohera donated whatever. Even him, that is what he did. That he donated the baby. Mura Seso was also donated. So history is repeating itself. So don't sit there and pray. First pray for yourself. Go back to Kohera. Take Mura Seso to Kohera before Rosio mom comes back and bring Maisha back. You do that, it will be okay. But before that, stop your prayer. Pray for yourself. Pray for your house with Condad. Leave this part alone because you are not good in that reconciliation part. You are not good in that. I brought that chapter because I reacted on that video. But I just brought it here because how Dee Mwango is behaving and how Mura Seso is also behaving. They cannot live. Their videos cannot end without them mentioning African's name or Africa as a continent. Imagine this girl, all this lady, all this woman traveling in a public bus, feeling sad, bragging. It's like she hired this bus. I'm telling you, this lady has a problem. Congrats, mom. Your children have a problem, a big one, and you think it is okay. You know, she thinks that when these children are having money, that is okay. People are not measured with the asset they have. No. Your children are not okay. They don't know how to relate with people. They fear being black. They are just in that color, but they wish they can even take something and remove it. They fear being black. Imagine this woman, this lady, this girl. I don't even know how to refer her now. After staying in Poland, because people have been saying, oh, Polish people, they are racist because you find the population of the blacks who are living there is very less than 1% or 0.00%, according to the husband. And for sure, we've been seeing this because even if they walk in the seat, we don't see many blacks there. So that shows you there's a problem. And now she's living with this Polish husband, so-called husband. And sometimes you find some women or some men, they emulate how their spouses behave, mostly. Because when they start staying together, they become one. So they speak with one voice, and they sometimes think alike, and that makes them to be one. The reason why I'm saying this, you look at Dee Mwango now. All the time he talks bad about Africa. This is what she hears where she stays. The husband might not be coming out here talking about Africans, but when there are two of them, you don't know the discussion, what they discuss about Africans. You can never tell. Because if it was not, this lady would not be coming out attacking Africans or Africa as a continent all the time. If you are someone who is normal, someone who loves where they are coming from, someone who loves her color, when your country is being talked about or your skin color, you will have to feel it and you have to defend it. But this one feels good when Africa is being mentioned or Africa is being diminished. I don't know whether I've used the right English. Or being rubbed like a rag. She feels good. She only praises Africa when she is doing shopping because she thought the husband was the one who was going to feed her forever. So that is now when she remembers Africa. But now the moment she stepped out, knowing now I can travel here and there, now she started it again. Imagine this lady who is now a Polish woman. If you are a Polish woman as you think, your mind should be polished. Because have you ever heard any Polish woman or man talking ill about their country? They have never. But because you are not polished, you are in Poland, but you are not polished. You are talking ill about your country, about your color, your people of your African descent. Imagine this lady boarded a public bus. First, she started talking about the houses, these old buildings. Oh, you know, these people, they don't demolish their old buildings because it reminds them from whatever they had before. But where I come from, you cannot find, I don't know why. She likes doing this comparison all the time. The brother the same. Their videos cannot end, and their videos are becoming more boring every day, each day. Boring, because you have to love yourself. The fact that now she's in Poland, she feels like a Polish woman. I said it. The mind is not polished, because if your mind is polished, first you start by loving yourself, loving where you're coming from, and loving your continent. You need to sell it out there, and that is why you're a traveler. But all your videos is just about talking ill about Africa. It is not a place where you need to stay. The other day you were crying. Now the fact that now you stepped out. People who are snoring in the bus. And to make it worse. That man was an African. She felt sad. She was so sad. Someone was snoring in that bus. How can one decide to snore for 4 hours? The girl now was pissed off. You know what to do. When you're pissed off, you know what to do. You're rich. Why go with public bus? You'd have used a chopper, or your husband would have dropped you. Why not? Move with your husband. Why are you moving differently? Travel together. He has become a traveler. Let him take you around. Before this lady went to Poland, she used to tell us that now it is going to be very beautiful. They are going to start traveling together by road with their 2 dogs. Can you remember that time? Can you remember before she went to Poland? She used to say that we are going to be the road, we are going to travel, it's going to be nice. The 2 of us with our 2 dogs, we're just going to ride, it's going to be fun. Now you are not traveling. Your husband is traveling by himself. Now you are starting by yourself. Why? Why are you not traveling together? Because for you to be pissed like this, it's not bad. You know, you are someone who is very rich. You shouldn't be pissed like this. Why use public means? So I want us to check this receipt because they made me feel bad. And then we talk about them. She can never stop her drama. She doesn't even know when to make those ugly comments. This is a public bus, and there's no one who can make it, make themselves. There's no one who can decide now, me, I want to snow. And then asking, why would one decide to sleep for 4 hours? You don't know what people are going through out there. You don't know whether this man worked night shift. You don't know. You just know about yourself. People have different schedules, and people have different health issues. You don't know. You can't tell. You, while you were in that house for those months, maybe one would have asked, why is this lady just in this house? Why is she not going out? But you knew there were things which made you not to leave. Same to this person who is snoring. Because you don't know his or her medical condition or what makes that person snore. You have no idea. And there's no one who can just sit now in a bus. I want to sleep now for 4 hours, and I want to make this bus uncomfortable for these people who are here. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, because you are too much. You are not trained. Not only you, the whole family, your family, you are not trained. You have no respect for anything, and you are not decent. It is just because YouTube is paying you this money because you are introduced with this. You were introduced in this YouTube by your brother a long time before many people started. By now, if you would have started now as I speak, you would not be having even 1 view because of your arrogance, because of your attitude, because of the way you carry yourself. You are so proud for nothing. Nothing, I'm telling you. First, we are going to start with where she started complaining about borders. Africans having borders, that is a shame. It is a shame to her, Africans having borders. These are our borders going to Tanzania, going to Uganda, going to these borders which Africans have. It is a shame for Africans because those other countries, they are borderless. They can just walk. But I remember there's a time your husband came here and told us that sometimes you find like police officers, they can come to the bus and check. Why are they doing that if they are borderless? Here in Africa, people cross, you go to Tanzania, you go to Uganda. So long as you have that pass, what is the problem? People still move, not that people don't move. But with her, she has to bring her shenanigans.
Finally, my departure time is here. I just boarded. Bus flicks all the way. Remember, these buses can take you across Europe easy, anywhere you want to go. How nice. I don't know why we have borders in Africa. It's such a shame. Imagine from Poland, just like that you are in Paris, just like that you are in Munich, just like that you're in Zurich in Switzerland, just like you know what I mean. And these buses are really good, very comfy. I like them. just very nice when you want to travel.
So Africans have borders, yes. So how is it that it is a shame? It is not a shame. If it is a shame, it is a shame to you. Not that what you like is what should be best for everyone. And it should not be a shame to you now. You are not married in Africa. You got at what you wanted. So you should be happy. You left this shameful place. Why do you worry? Do not relate Africa with whatever you are doing. I've never seen in my life someone who hates where they come from. In your mind, you think you are different. You are not different. Furthermore, you are African more than even some of us here. Look at yourself in these mirrors. You keep on looking yourself. What do you see? The image which you are seeing in the mirror, what do you see? Are you seeing a Polish woman in the mirror? Even if you introduce yourself million times that you are married in Poland, it will not take that African away from you. You will remain an African lady or woman or girl. It's up to you how you call yourself. But it will never go away. It will never fade. You will keep on referring to Africans, bad things which are happening to Africa. It will not go away because Dee Mwango has said so. Because Dee Mwango has married now a policeman, it will never change. In Europe, we are in Africa. You were born and raised and lived, and all your life you've been in Africa. And you hate where you're coming from, thinking that your mind, that now you are a Polish woman. Your mind is not polished, I'm telling you. If your mind would be polished, you will not be talking ill about your country or where you come from or your continent. But that thing has refused to leave you. It's like it is a like a demon which is now pushing you have to talk bad about Africa. You started it long time. It's like you don't even read your comment. People don't like it. People don't like you comparing Africa. And most of your supporters are Africans, you plus your brothers. But still, Africans or Africa smells to you. Let's keep on listening to this Polish woman.
Really suffered today because tell me why. A journey of 4 hours, someone decides to snow the entire journey. Hey, send help. Even with my headphones, still, I'm so irritated. Only God knows.
Let's start from there. Dee Mwango is saying, why would someone decide to snow for 4 hours? She's very sad. Is that something to ask? Who would do that willingly? Who would do that? Who would do that? You are sad. If you are sad, you know what to do. Your husband would have drove you to your destination, or you would have taken a chopper. This is a public bus. Why is it that it is only you who is complaining? What makes you special? People know it is a condition. So what do you want them to do? You don't know what people do. As I said in the beginning, maybe this person worked night hours or night shift, or is tired. He might be sick. It is a condition. And then you say, why would one decide? How can one decide to snow? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You don't think, you just talk. So this snoring, was it done to you, or he did it intentionally to get what now? When people snow, do they know what they are doing? They don't know. It is a condition. They just find themselves. But you, now talking like this man just did it intentionally to make you sad. You are sad. Keep on being sad. So Dee is sad because this man decided. Decided is like intentionally did it to make Dee sad. No, Dee should be okay. She want to enjoy the ride, and you making her journey to be hard. Imagine she hired this public bus. It's like she hired this public bus according to the way she's talking. This is her bus she hired. She wanted to be comfortable. And then someone whom she gave a lift. It's like she gave this man a lift to come here and ruin her happiness. Imagine this lady clicking. Do you have to behave yourself? Even the God we serve doesn't like someone who's proud like that. You are very proud. You are too full of yourself. You are very full of yourself. Tone it down. Tone it down. You are clicking because someone is snoring, a condition which someone cannot even avoid. They don't know when they are doing it. And maybe they have tried some medicine, they cannot, it cannot stop. And now you are sitting there clicking. God, look at what money can do to people. Look at what money can do to people. Money changes people. Money changes attitudes of people. But I see like you are not trained well. You grew by yourself without your parents. That is the reason why we see even the behavior, bad behavior in your family home, because you are people who don't respect people. You don't respect people. You don't even respect the bus where you are in. How many people are in the bus? It is only you who is pissed off, and it is only you who is talking, and it is only you who is clicking. Because this thing was done to you. This man knew you are going to be in this bus to irritate you. You gave this man a lift. He didn't pay for this bus. You gave him lift. And that's why you feel bad like this.
If you're very keen, you heard him snoring. Guys, I suffered the entire journey. I got very irritated. For 4 hours, a man snoring loud. Hey, God, I never had such an experience. Does it bother you? Let me know if you heard him snoring and if it bothers you.
He's talking like this bus. She hired this bus. She feels pissed off. And the bus carries how many people? How many people does the bus carry? The man was just pissing Dee off. He was pissing off. These are the attitudes which I don't like. This is a condition. No one would want to snore. Then you would have told him, not telling people who are out here. Why did you wake him up? Why would you suffer if you know you are suffering? This lady likes drama. These are not things which you can come out here and tell people. You would have told the man or wake him up. You don't know what people go through out here. Madam, this was not your car. This is a public bus, public means of transport. You mind your own business. Because I see you like someone who is very petty. You want things to go your way like your brother. And you're forgetting so many things which I'm going to remind you today.
We are finally here. Oh my God. I've never suffered the way I've suffered in that Flix bus. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'll insert that clip, but tell me why you just decide to sleep the entire bus ride for over, actually it was 4 hours, and you snore non-stop. Since when you get in till our final destination, you are just snoring. Oh my God. I get so irritated with the snoring sounds so much. I don't know if you guys can relate.
So you are asking people to tell you why one would start snoring immediately he enters the bus. Also tell people why you didn't snore. Because you can also tell people, I don't know because of this, this and that. Because it is not something one can control. You not snoring, it is not because you made it be like that. The other person also the same. People have different conditions. People have different things which are going in their lives. You don't know how tired he was. You don't know what he's been going through. You don't know because maybe sitting in the bus, that is now the time he was resting. And then he has that condition of snoring. And then now you are making it like he wanted to do that. So you who is not snoring, tell us what is making you not. Is it the food which you are eating which is making you not snore? Is it the countries which you traveled, over 70 countries, now is making you not to snore? Is it marrying the Polish man which is making you not to snore? You have to tell us why you are not snoring. You are asking people to tell you why one would decide to snore for 4 hours in this bus which you gave him a lift, because this bus was yours. Because this bus was yours. You hired this bus. You cannot control anything in a public bus, because public place, it is a public. That is why it is called public. Anybody boards that. Anybody goes there. So you find different people with different lifestyle. You cannot control it, and you cannot come out here and make a video of such asking people why would one decide to do that, and you know it is a condition. And you yourself, you didn't have that courage to tell him. You would have asked him, why are you snoring like this? You would have asked him. Why come and talk about it to people who are not in the bus? You would have raised that question. And you would have moved. If you are so irritated, you would have moved to another seat. So you are the only person who was in the bus, because all I know, even if maybe you are sitting with someone who is snoring here and here, the other person and these people will hear him snoring, and they didn't say a thing. Because if it was a protest, we would have seen people protesting in your video. It was only you who was pissed off, because you want to create everything is drama to you, because you think you are special. Thank God you are not snoring. You should thank God you are not snoring, because it is a condition.
You're like me, please let me know. And at some point, oh my goodness, I wasn't having it at all. Then there was another guy, I think he had drunk previously. He was burping some really bad gas. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, do I really deserve this? Do I deserve this? I was literally so mad. I was like, tell me why I'm looking forward to enjoy my trip. Then just a random guy just decides to ruin it. And the most embarrassing part is the fact that he was a black man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, please. I don't know, if it was you, what could you do? Could you wake him up?
You are sick. You are too racist. Because what can we say about that? The worst part of it, this man who was snoring and who was farting all the time was a black guy. So that makes it to be more worse. If the guy was a Mzungu, it would have been just be okay, because Wazungus are allowed to do anything they want. But because now this man was a black man, then it makes it to be worse. You are black, and then you are doing all this to impress. Why? You don't know this lady is married to a Polish guy. Yeah? She's sitting next to you here, but you don't know her status. You black man, then you do all this. You snore all the time, 4 hours, you are snoring. You are spoiling the air. You drank like the other day. She was with you. She saw you, because she can tell the fat which comes from a drunkard and the one which is just okay. How did you know? He drank last night. Were you with him? You know, there are some comments or some talks, when you talk, people might question you. How do you know this one smells like this? Were you with him last night? Or have you been with these people who drinks a lot, so you know how it smells? You yourself, you're forgetting. Just the other day, your socks was smelling like a rat. Your husband could not take it. You're forgetting, and you are in your own home. You are in the house. You could not remove those socks for how many days? We've been just seeing you with that sock. When you put the leg now on your husband's nose, he was. The video is out there. What did JB say? How can I say it? How the odor which comes from your body. So stop it. There are things which one cannot control, like snoring. So this man just targeted you. And I'm happy. It was African thing. Africa to Africa. It was from African man to African woman. It didn't go to other people. The African style of it came to Africa. That snoring went to the rightful owners because it's from Africa, and then it went direct to Africa. You see? Or are you not getting it, my people? God knew, okay, let me not disturb other people. Let me take it on one of our own. Africa to Africa. So stop complaining because you received what is from your country or from your continent. It is yours. You are receiving the things which comes with African. This is how this girl can be extreme because she is racist. As I said in the beginning, you find some people emulate what their spouses do or say. So this one has been hearing the husband talks about African. Because he cannot come out here and just talk openly about how he feels about Africans or the behaviors of Africans. But when they are the two of them in their home or house, they talk like you hear this lady talks now. Because the man fears that if I talk openly, I might not get subscribers or views. Because the people who are watching him are from this camp and most of them are Africans. You see, where they are scattered all over the world, they are the people who are supporting him. So, it's like Dee is the one who is taking the message out there, how they don't like Africans. So when I watched that, I said, oh my goodness, what is wrong with this lady? I want to read some few comments concerning this because this was too much because she likes drama. Just one day on the road, she has started. She has started with this African thing. And I think one day, if she's not careful, it will cost her a lot, this thing of African. Maybe people one day will just decide, let's just leave this girl. And then they will unfollow her. And then leave her with the Polish people. We see how far she will go. Otherwise, let's read some comments, then we go to Mura Sense. We hear what happened to Uncle Ogutu's wife. This first comment, part of it, this person wrote in Kiswahili. This person wrote, wacha ujipate umolewa na mtu anashno, utamuacha juu ya hiyo, please leave them alone. He's asking, so assume now you are married to someone who is snoring. Will you leave that your husband because they are snoring? Thank God you don't snore. You see? Like I said, thank God you don't snore because these are just conditions. You cannot bring them in your life. The second one is saying, please learn to mind your business on public transport, and laughed at her. She's out of her mind because you cannot talk about such. Okay, it is irritating, but not because they want to. You not like it, yes. It is irritating, but it is not because they like doing it. You have to understand that. No one can just love to do something like that. Even them, when they wake up, you tell them, they wouldn't know what happened. So another one is saying, those people who snore is not their wish. Bear with them. He had to. Put yourself in his shoes. They don't know because they want. They do not. And you find someone who is grown up, always parading the countries which she has traveled, not knowing such a thing. You are a teacher. You should know all these conditions. What brings them? It is not because they want. It is not because they want to ruin your maybe comfortability. He didn't know you are going to travel. A rich woman is going to travel with me. I should not know. A worldwide traveler is here in the bus. I should behave myself. No. You would have announced. By the time you are entering the bus, let them know that here in this bus, I'm not like you guys. You see me, I'm not black. I'm married to a police guy. And I've traveled all over the world. And I've started to travel. So behave yourself. If you are snoring, if you are doing whatever, stop it. I'm here in this bus. Until I alight, then you start your tingles. But when I'm here, do not behave like that. Because you are carrying, the bus has carried someone big here. Someone who has traveled. And then you sit down. At least people would have, okay, you want to snore? You think twice. You want to fart? You think twice. But you went and coiled yourself in a seat, and now after the bus, after you alighted from the bus, now is when you come out yanting. You would have told them. Why get pissed off while you are outside? So that is D. Now we go to Mura Senso and this issue of Uncle Gutu's wife. I know people have reacted on this, but as I always say, I'm not a newsbreaker. I come when I get time. Yesterday was Sabbath, you all know that. So now, Uncle Gutu's wife left. And I think there's a time I reacted on this issue of Mura Senso. Remember when Dorina took money to Mura Senso? And this money was to be given to Mrs. Ogutu secretly. And I said, these secrets in family, okay, or Uncle Ogutu drinks. I'm not supporting anyone. I'm just talking what I think is good or what I feel is good. Each of us, we have a different opinion. I'm just talking on this, like maybe assume now they are normal people. Family who has secrets. Okay, you start giving them money secretly. You know, that is division also. That is showing also weakness. Showing this lady that your husband is weak. So we are going to give you this money. It can support you even if he doesn't support. And it started early because this lady just got married. So assume now she was to stay with the Gutu for like 50 years or 60. You people, you just be giving her money secretly. Will you be there? So you don't start the things which you know you will not finish. If Uncle Gutu is drinking and she want to stay with Uncle Gutu, let her learn and let her know. I'm staying here, but the husband is not going to support me. So she can decide on her own. But if you are making her stay there with the money which now you are making her hide, and it is just short-lived, you can waste her time because there is a time when you will not have that money. So that time when you will not be there, what is she going to do? Because now, assume now she's there, gotten pregnant, like 2-3 more babies with the Gutu because of the money which you are keeping her with. 6,000, not coming from the husband, from the subscribers, given to her secretly. So, you know, that one is like she's living a lie there. Ogutu thinks that this lady loves me because of the little I'm having, not knowing it is the subscribers who are keeping the lady here. So that one was the worst thing you started doing because that made this wife of Ogutu to stay for long. Otherwise, if she was just left to see for herself, she would not have even finished 1 month there because the man never stopped drinking. He was drinking 24/7. So this lady would have just seen, is this a place where I should stay? Then she would have made up her mind long time ago, not to wait for Ogutu to chase her. She was the one to leave Ogutu, not Ogutu to chase her. Because now look, you made her be there thinking there's money which she will always be getting, to the extent now she was getting beatings, but she could not care because there was money which was going to come. But if you had left her to decide, this is the man who is going to stay with you. If we are giving you money, I'm giving you money when my uncle is seeing this money. So it is up to you. Then it is easy for someone to make their decision. But because the lady was blindfolded, Mura also saying, I'm going to open for them the salon. These are people who have never trained. Even salon, you have to train. You cannot just go and start a salon to ladies who have never even trained themselves. What are they going to do? You think air is just made just like that? You have to train. You have to know what you're going to do. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, me, today I'm going to open a salon. Today I'm going to open a salon. I have money. Where did you see that? So the lady, Ogutu chased the lady, according to Mura's narration, how Uncle Ogutu went missing because there was a time the girls' parents went there. Remember that time when they had a fight? When Ogutu went to tell David Jr., then later on the parents came. When the parents came, Uncle Ogutu went hiding. Missing in action. He went missing. After the parents-in-laws went back, he came back, sneaked inside the home. And not that this lady was not seeing. She was taking her complaints to Mura Senso because Mura Senso is the one who made her be here. All these things were not Ogutu's wish. It is Mura Senso who was campaigning for Ogutu. Like the campaigns which Mura Senso is now making on this, on his channel. trying to mingle people. People are going to get people there in mingling without even knowing where these people are coming from. And then later on, it is Mura Senso they are going to call, Mura, your mingling has done this to me. Mura! Senso! The traveler. So now, let's see the receipt because for me, I think that is the best thing Ogutu has ever done, to let the lady go, because Ogutu is used to being alone. He's been alone all his life. You know, there are people who can never change. You look at the brother also, Conrad also want to be alone. Even as we speak, despite him having kids with Con mom, you look at Conrad, he looks like someone who is single. It is rare. You can't even see Conrad with a wife. You can never even see Conrad eating with a wife. So these are people who are lone rangers. They like their space. They like to stay away from people. They like being in the garden. You look at Ogutu, most of the time, if he's not in his drinking den, he's doing his things in the farm or doing something. Same to Conrad. Can decide to be in the sun for 24/7. But he doesn't feel like he's tired. He just want to go out there. So you find such people, changing them is not very easy, because Mura Senso thought that bringing Uncle Ogutu a wife would change Uncle Ogutu. No. If you wanted to change, changes comes within, not someone changing you. It is not easy. It is not easy. So Uncle Ogutu's wife, Ogutu chased the wife, and Mura Senso, the money which he had, went and gave Uncle Ogutu. You know, there's a saying in where I come from, the person who has given you money to leave your home, that is the person who has chased you away. I don't know whether you're understanding me. Assume now you are having problems with your husband, your wife, and then your wife doesn't have money to go, because not all fights leads to maybe divorce or separation. No. People fight and then you can sit down and not all fights leads to separation, and not all fights lead to maybe divorce. People fight in these homes where people live. Each family has got their problems. I understand that. But now, if you find like now you fought with your husband or your wife, and you find like your wife didn't have money, and someone comes in and gives your wife money to leave, that is the person who has chased your wife. So in this case, it is Mura Senso and the subscribers who have chased Ogutu's wife. Because I know the lady didn't have money, but who gave her money for fair? Maybe they would have talked their issues with Ogutu, but because Mura Senso gave her money like this, then pretended nothing is happening, and then the following day he heard like Uncle Ogutu's wife went. If that lady didn't have money, maybe she would have not gone. But Mura Senso, do not run from this problem. You are the cause. You made them get married. You knew your uncle is a liquor man. You thought bringing a young girl like that, because that girl was too young for Uncle Ogutu. Uncle Ogutu would have married someone who is not giving birth, someone who is solo like him. If Ogutu would have married someone who is liquoring like him, they would have been like this, because they would be going to the liquor, the two of them. But you bring Ogutu a young girl who has two young kids. Two young kids. Mura Senso is calling them a burden, and who is taking care of your child? You yourself. Your son is also out there. Who is taking care of him? Oh, you know, Uncle Ogutu because the lady came with two kids. I don't know whether to call it a burden or what. Yes, you call that a burden. Your son is also a burden somewhere. Have you sent money for upkeep? You've not. So yours is also a burden somewhere. It doesn't matter who feeds him. He is a burden somewhere. So mind your words, because you are just the same like Uncle Ogutu. Same. There's no difference at all. So Uncle Ogutu's wife went. Let's see the receipt.
Uncle here, as a content creator, we also have families. So I have an uncle here called Uncle Ogutu. Now, Uncle Ogutu has lived with me for at least 3-4 years since I started constructing here. So Uncle Ogutu loves to drink gongo. So gongo is a tradition. Let me show you gongo. Let me Google. is or busa. Gongo or busa. Yes. Gongo or busa. Let me show you. Now the issue with this is it makes him not have money. Busa. Drink. I want to show you how it looks like. Yes. Let me try to see if I get pictures. Oh, actually, this shows everything. This is it. So a lot of people, you sit down. Let me show images. So you sit down and then you drink from the same pot. We call it busa. It's actually a traditional brewery. It should be something healthy, because when we grew up, all our grandfathers used to drink it, and I think that's why even Uncle Ogutu, and I think my grandmother used to make busa from the mom's side, not mom's, but from my dad's side, who is the mother of Uncle Ogutu. So I think that brings more connection why Uncle Ogutu, up to his age right now, he's around.
This busa is talking about, it's like busara, like the one which even him is drinking. Even that one is also traditional brew, just like busara. Now he's talking about Uncle Ogutu is drinking busa. He took it from the mother. I'm telling you, Mura Senso has no respect for people. Now he's saying the uncle's drinking habit, he took this from his mother. The mother of Kondad used to brew busa. So Ogutu took from that. The grandmother of Mura Senso. Your grandmother is sick, Koera's mom. You never even made any effort to go and see her, to give you blessings. You are calling other people grandmother. You better go and see your grandmother before it is late. You go get some blessings. So Mura Senso is talking about what is making Uncle Ogutu to drink or not to take care of his family, because he takes all his money to local busa, local brew, which is called busa.
This gongo, you pay just a little and you drink and drink. Now, Uncle Ogutu has lived with me like for 4 years with no wife, and some time back he used to complain and tell me how he's wishing to have a wife. So I was happy for him, because honestly he's been crying here and there, saying, Marwa, oh, I will die with no woman. So I told Uncle Ogutu, don't worry. Me as Boss Marwa, I will be here to support you through thick and thin. At some point,
Mura Senso is boss thing. Even talking about his uncle, he has to bring himself as Boss Marwa. Instead of saying, me as nephew to Uncle Ogutu, I decided to do this and that, he has to bring the boss there. The boss has to be mentioned.
At some point, I even did several videos for Uncle Ogutu here, and a lot of you contributed for him at least $600, $500, $600. I can't even remember how much. We did shopping, we did all this for Uncle Ogutu, and Uncle Ogutu was able to get a wife. So Uncle Ogutu brought a new wife after a very long time. That is a wife and 2 kids. Uncle Ogutu was ready to carry the burden of being a father, and also, I don't know if it's a burden actually, or the responsibility. Actually, that's the right word.
It is not a burden as you are trying to now talk about it. When someone marries a wife with the children, or when someone marries a man who has children, it is not a burden. Like you, when you are going to get married, is that child going to be a burden to your wife? Because I don't see the difference. It is not any difference. It is not a burden. When someone marries a wife with children, or a lady marries a man with children, those children becomes yours. It is not a burden as you are putting it. It's like your son also will be a burden where Rosio mom is going to get married. Like you, for instance, when you get married, your son now, will he be a burden to your wife? It is not like that. There's no burden here. But I think these are the things which you are saying to this lady, because now you are seeing like these children who are burden to you. And maybe Ogutu also, after drinking liquor, was also mentioning these children. Oh, these are not my children, they're a burden to me. Because for you to bring that out, it's like you've been seeing this as a burden. So you expected your uncle, who is very old, to marry a girl without children. He would have married someone who is not giving birth, someone who liquors like him. At least they would have been together. You will not be hearing all these things because they will be going to liquor themselves. The two of them, they will be going to liquor. You cannot bring a young girl with this your campaign of mingling people. You mingle Ogutu, because this was your force. It is you who made these people marry. Ogutu was not ready. Maybe he was just joking, but you made it to be a reality, forcing this old man who is used to liquoring. He's used to being himself. He's married to the liquor, and now you are bringing a young girl here, and now you start saying, oh, burden. It was not even necessary for that girl to sleep even one day there. That is his father. That was his father. It is because of just poverty which people have, and this lady just accepted Ogutu because of you, the mansion, or the, how do you call it? The villa. Because of the villa, she decided to stay there. And look at the way you surrounded them with the grass and the children. Do you think she would have survived that? With the mosquitoes which will come with it, and the snakes which are going to be around there. It was also dangerous for the children to stay there. Better she left. Better she left, because the snakes, and imagine them staying there for the rest of their lives with the grass surrounding them. Every day, you cut this, more comes up. No. Run, girl, run.
Of being a new dad to two of his stepkids. Life started softly in this small abode, this one here. So they came, we had to renovate this. Even me, I had to put glass on. See, there's a new glass here. I had to put all this here, you know. So Uncle Ogutu and his new wife and two kids started their happily married life here. Then, after like a month or so, we started hearing wrangles here and there. Oh, wait, Uncle Ogutu is not providing.
The wrangle started within a month. You can imagine that. 1 month, newly married fighting. That is someone who was not ready. That is someone who was forced to marry. Because all these were Mura Senso's ideas, not Ogutu. He's now telling people about this, but Mura Senso just started. Like now he's talking about the salon. Not that those ladies are the ones who told him about this salon. It is just him. Because Mura Senso normally likes to get something which brings money in. This is his money he wants. You cannot just open a salon for people who don't know how to braid hair. They have not even gone to college. People go to college to learn how to do hair, the makeup, everything. But this one, Mura Senso just want to get money. Estimate this one. He initiated this. He wanted this. He brought this to Uncle Ogutu. Not Uncle Ogutu went to Mura Senso. No, he's the one who suggested, because his platform is for everything. Like now what he's trying to do, like today I know there will be mingling. So he's going to mingle people, and some will come out here crying a lot. There are times you need not to do some of these things. Let people just meet on their own. But you make your platform, you are not even paying for it, because it should be registered. If Mura Senso is mingling people, the government also should get something small like tax. Or what do you think, Wagwan? Not just mingling people in his bedroom, and then when things will go haywire, people will be calling, oh, I got this man through Mura Senso. I got this man through Mura Senso. And then that is now when Mura Senso will come here and say, oh, I don't think you need to do everything in life.
Started his new life here, but from the look of things, he has not been a motivated dad, because this is their kitchen. And tell me why Uncle Ogutu even has not, renovated this area and then, put some. He has not. Someone can argue that maybe smoke is coming from that direction, but also another person could argue that this could be an issue, especially when it's raining. Let's say the rain is coming from this direction here. So he needed to mud up, like do something like this or this here, somewhere here. But it looks Uncle Ogutu has not been motivated to do that. That means the marriage ship had some holes. Okay, who are we to judge? Because even as we have issues with our own relationships and things like that. So anyway, as you see, here we have a big padlock.
I look at what you are trying to show people, the kitchen, how the house looks, and the wife whom Uncle Gutu got through your platform. Uncle Gutu just got married because you brought this lady, but he left everything for you to take care of. That's why he was not even buying food. He was not even leaving money for food there, because it's like it is a forced marriage. So in him, he thought like, okay, you brought this lady, it is you who is going to take care of the girl. Brought her through your platform, so it is your subscribers who married this lady, not Ogutu. So Ogutu saw it like that, and I think this is the reason why Ogutu was not even leaving money, knowing that there's money which is being given with the subscribers, because the subscribers are the ones who married this lady. You brought this in your platform, you had this idea, he never told you I want a wife, maybe it was just a joke, but you took it seriously, knowing he didn't have anything, so it was upon you to take care of this lady. And that's why I'm not liking what you are doing, mingling people, because one day many people will come and cry like this. Many people will cry like this because this platform which you just created, people are out there with different characters, different behaviors, and maybe just an innocent lady finds someone who is posing to be good, and then they mingle, they get married, and then the worst happens. Always they will say, obvious, they will say that I got this person from Mura Senso's platform. Of course, yes. So this lady, this marriage was done in your platform. So look, whatever you touch does not turn well. It does not turn well because you talk too much. You talk too much. Sometimes, when you talk a lot, you talk a lot, but no action, like this one. By now, if you were serious, you wanted Uncle Gutu to have a good house, not through supporters, you yourself, you would have plastered that house, just semi-permanent house, but you just let it be. He has a new wife with 2 young kids, drunkard man, not even supporting the lady. You wonder, what is this?
Has locked the house. So yesterday, the wife left with 2 of her kids. So there's some money that one of you had sent me. I had given the wife half of it, and yesterday I gave her full amount. It was $100, so I had previously given her 6,000, and then I always give them little by little, because I know these people. When you give them money like once, poof, that will be it. After 2 days, they will tell you they're broke. Now, the wife came and complained to me, told me, hey, Uncle Ogutu is not doing ABCD, he's not even buying any vegetables, he's not doing anything, he's telling me to sell the charcoal. I have given them charcoal. You remember we used to burn charcoal here? They're still burning some over there. Even the charcoal you gave us, Uncle Ogutu wants me to sell the charcoal. I said no, and now he is selling by himself and not bringing me money to even buy vegetables for ABCD. Big complaint, big argument. Then
So that marriage was not to last, because they started arguing within a month, because they were not compatible. It's like a young girl talking to the dad. So Gutu is just saying like, what is this small girl is telling me? What are you telling me, young girl? Because Gutu looks at this wife as his daughter. What can a daughter tell the father? The father can just give you money if he feels like, not you telling him, you daughter. But you people, you thought this was a marriage. No. Ogutu would have gotten someone who is not giving back, someone who is liquoring, so that they can go together in the liquor den. When they come home, they are high, both of them. At least you would have seen that house with someone. But bringing someone who is younger, someone who is like his daughter, and then this lady thinks that he can tell Ogutu anything. No, you cannot tell your father that. This is a dad who has been without your mom. Because that is how Ogutu used to see this girl. young girl telling him what? You found me liquoring. You sleep there. Go to Mura Senso and let Mura Senso and the subscribers give you money.
The wife of Uncle Ogutu called her home. So her parents came here some other day. They saw that Uncle Ogutu disappeared. He was nowhere to be seen. We were expecting that maybe Uncle Ogutu would be around and he would stand as a real man to be answerable to what is going on. But Uncle Ogutu disappeared. So when he disappeared, they stayed here and then later left. Uncle Ogutu, upon hearing that the mother-in-law was here and she had left, Uncle Ogutu slowly came back. The story of Uncle Ogutu that nobody told you is here, out on the internet. Wow. So look at this.
So that is the story of Uncle Ogutu, because the story is long. Mura Senso is trying to narrate how it happened. So as Uncle Ogutu could not see the in-laws because he knew what he's been doing is not right. So he dodged them. After hearing that the mother-in-law is gone, he came back. And there's a lot to it. He's talking about, oh, the lady is saying, Ogutu is saying the lady was complaining it's not good enough in the bedrooms, all these things, because Uncle Ogutu drinks a lot. He doesn't have energy of those. You are young. This is your dad. What do you expect? What did you expect to get from Uncle Ogutu? You could not expect that, because this is your dad and this dad is liquoring. His work is to come home and sleep. Home and sleep. Go look for your age mates. You want a good life, you want to stay well, you can do a lot. You are still young, you have energy. You can still do it. So that is how the lady went, but I'm happy she left because there was no future there. You cannot start wrangling within a month. This is someone who should at least embrace you, treat you with love, love you, give you unconditional love, because it is like a favor this lady was doing to Uncle Ogutu. Imagine the subscribers are helping the wife. Instead of Uncle Ogutu feeling good, these people were willing even to build them a house. Uncle Ogutu is used to the life which he's been living. He doesn't want this flashy life, because in him, maybe he's saying even the people who are living in those villas, they are not happy. What do I need a villa for? What do I need a villa for? A big villa. And for what? Because he's just seeing Mura Senso very early in the morning with the GoPro outside. And maybe he sleeps even longer than Mura Senso in that madhouse. But now seeing Mura Senso waking up very early and very tired, roaming around. So you feel like, I don't need these big houses because they make people not to sleep. So he decided to chase the wife. He's the one who chased the wife, not that the wife left him. No, he chased the wife. He told the wife to go. So that is what I gathered there in Mura Senso's video. And again, Mura Senso is still having that plan of opening the salon for his workers, and see how he's putting it. We need to contribute money. Mura Senso and the subscribers. Remember when he brought this issue, it was about him opening the salon for the wives of his workers. Now it is we need to contribute some amount so that we can open this ladies salon, so that I just help them once and for all. Even me as Mura Senso, I will contribute. So who was supposed to contribute if it is not you? I thought this was your idea. Now you are pushing the idea to other people. And that is how he behaves out here. He behaves like these people out there. It's like, are you in a relationship or what with your people? Anything you have to push to them. Anything you have to push to them. I wonder what is happening in Mura Senso's life. So he thinks like a salon, once the house is there, maybe the door, the shop is there, you can just start. You cannot just start without going to college. These ladies, they have to go to college, at least to have basic. They have to know how to make hair. You cannot just wake up in the morning. Like Pamela here, I just wake up in the morning and then I just go to start making people's hair. How will it look? It will be like mazaga. Mazaga is like things which you don't even know whether the line is going this side or that side. So Mura Senso, that is just a way of Mura Senso trying to start generating money from his subscribers, because He always have something which brings money in. He had to create something which brings money in. That is Mura Sensor. Anyway, that is all I gathered there. And there's a video also of Mura Sensor which I heard Mura Sensor asking someone out there, because in the kitchen they have like everything which is needed in the kitchen is there. But the only thing which is missing, the dishwasher. So you out there, you, because he cannot buy with his own money. It is you to buy. When I saw that, I said, this one is bewitched. This one is not normal. This one is bewitched. He needs to go to Koera's mom to go and bless him. Go to your grandmother. Let her go and bless you. Because your begging is not normal. You know what is missing here? Dishwasher. So that is all I have for you, my people. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for the support. God bless you all for me. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Share the video. Slap me with a like. See you again in my next video. Bye-bye.